Okay.
I'm like, welcome guys to the Daily Struggle. And cut. Welcome guys to the Daily Struggle, where there's only two guys struggling daily, and
Okay.
we are in the first episode of our podcast. So very excited to be
sir.
doing this. My name is, well, people know me by Rizzo, so we're gonna go with Rizzo. I'm not gonna say my full name. And yeah, we're gonna try doing this something to, relate to the people, something where it's a space to vent, somewhere where it's a space that we can just talk, let it all out, and just talk about our daily struggles.
And always find the positive in it.
And always find the positive in it.
Always
Yeah,
gotta
that's the
find the
main
positive.
part. But we're here coming straight from you from the basement. Our little setup we got here, which, it took me a little bit to do, but I had the time to do it, and I think it looks great. So
You
very
did this
excited
with
about
everything you had in the house. So if anything, bro, this is the best start.
I did. And this is like furniture from like outside. This I had to build. Took me a couple hours, and I still built it wrong. But it's cool.
Hopefully the camera don't catch it.
Yeah, I know. All the little holes right there where I drilled that I wasn't supposed to drill. But yes, thank you guys for watching. For those that are going to watch and that are watching, we appreciate you guys because this is something new for us. It's something we've been wanting to do for a long time now, and we finally got the chance to do it. I'm very excited to start it, and very excited for you guys to watch. So yeah, it's one of those things where we spoke about it a lot. And we finally got the chance to do it, and I'm glad that we're able to do it because now that we're going through more things in life as we get older, it's easier, to just like talk about it, have somebody to talk about it with. And yeah, man, you've always been my go-to guy to vent and talk.
Oh yeah, bro.
talk
Honestly,
about,
I do think we've always had those conversations on the phone, and it was almost
Yeah.
like it got to a point where it's like, hey man, I think it'll be better if other people heard this too.
Yeah.
It's sometimes, we go through our day and we don't even realize what we're going through. We just go to sleep, wake up, do it again,
Yeah.
Sometimes if we just paid attention to what we was doing, we might make some big changes. So
Yeah, for sure.
that's what
For
we're
sure.
trying to do. Well, I'm Jason, just
Yeah.
in case. I never introduced myself. I'm Jason. This is our Daily Struggle podcast.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, man, everything that Rizzo said, I call him a bunch of different names, so
Yeah, pretty much.
we'll get used to all of those eventually. I'd like
Yeah.
to say I knew him when he only had one chain. Don't mind that. But
You might hear it a little bit on the mic. 'Cause I move around a lot, so you might hear them.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're just two guys, that are just, we've known each other for, I would say, 5-6 years now.
Probably more.
But in
Nah,
the
yeah,
little,
5-6.
yeah, but in the little time that we have, we've gone through so much together and individually. That is, it's one of those that, like you said, the phone conversations, and we were just like, might as well just.
Even
turn it
before
into-
that, bro, we
Yeah.
worked together every day
Yeah.
doing overtime, 50,
See
60
each other
plus
10 hours plus.
All day, every day, just
Yeah.
talking about the daily struggles.
Yep,
At
that's it.
work, outside of work,
At the
everything in
house,
between,
we
yup.
just chill.
everything.
Yeah,
everything.
man.
Through drinks,
Yeah.
through other things I don't want to say on camera, but yeah, man, through all that, and those are all things that everybody's gonna be able to get a little taste of,
Yeah.
because obviously we're on here to also try our best to be vulnerable, be people to the
Yeah.
people, be humane almost,
Yeah.
We don't want to come on here as robots and just trying to be like, we're always doing great and nothing ever hits the fan,
Right, yeah,
So,
yeah. That's one thing that this podcast is full of transparency. It's full like, all right, like this is what I went to. I mean, I even have something that I went through today that I'm gonna talk
Just
about
a little
in a little
taste,
bit.
just a little taste. I don't
But,
know what he's gonna say. That's something that, just so y'all know, that is something that we're doing. We're trying our best to not tell each other what we're gonna talk about, just so that we are always in flow and we're not just making a robotic conversation.
Yeah, it's just to be as organic as possible.
Yeah, have
Like
to
this
be.
isn't scripted. This isn't like if there is a topic that we do want to talk about, then by all means we usually just talk about it on the phone and then we like set it up. But other than that, it's literally we each go through our own things each day, and we just always have something to talk about, which is why it's a daily struggle. Like this is why we called it the daily struggle, because it's things that we literally will get on the phone every day, and then we'll be like, bro, I went through this today, I went through that today. And it was things that, I'm pretty sure everybody and anybody that's watching, they're like, yeah, well, me too.
Relatable. Yeah, relatable. There's probably stuff that, You know, the audience is probably gonna go through and be like, dang, you know, they just talked about this last week.
Yeah.
And sometimes you just need to hear it once before, so when it happens to you, you don't have to go through the same struggle. You know, sometimes you could just see it in a different light, and yeah, they make the biggest change.
I feel like that's the main thing. The main thing is it's like I always tell everybody, right? To any problem, there's a solution. So you hearing it from somebody else, one, you could either avoid it from ever happening, or if it does happen to you, now you know how to go by it. So there's like so many things and different perspectives from people that you can take, and you know, you could just run with it, and you know. But pretty much that's what the podcast is about. You know, the podcast is about just, you know, venting on a day-to-day basis, and you know, you guys are gonna see a lot of different episodes. And if you guys, you know, even have any comments or anything that, you know, you want to suggest that we could talk about, you know, you can put it in the comments down below, or you can hit us up on Instagram, which we just made an Instagram now, which is the _Daily Struggles _podcast. You can catch us there on IG. Yeah. But yeah, a little bit about myself. One of the segments that I'm definitely gonna do is I'm a big sneaker guy. I like my cars. I do have a car channel besides this, but it's not my main focus now. You know, this is sneakers. I love my sneakers. So you know what I'm wearing today. Take them off my shoe right here, so y'all can see them.
Oh, Rizzo being Rizzo right now.
These are the 990 New Balance Bodega collab, right? These are fire. And yeah, this is just the first ones. This is actually the first pair that I wore on the first episode. Why? I don't know, you know, but they're very comfortable. And that's something that, you know, it's another hobby of mine that, you know, you guys are going to see a lot of different kicks on this podcast because, you know, we collect a lot of sneakers, you know.
That is true.
Let them know what you got on your feet.
I came in basic today. I'm not even going to lie.
Basic?
I came in basic today because, you know, I recently became a dad. My son is one.
I'm going to put it in the background.
Yeah, my son is 1 year old, man. So took a little pause on that, you know, whole shoe collecting. But obviously doing this, man, I can't come on here rocking the same clothes every day.
Yeah,
so
facts.
Your boy got to jump in again and, you know, get back on that wave a little bit.
You come in here with PJs, you out of here.
Yo, right. If I come in here with PJs, I won't be here. I would have not made it. I would have been hooked already.
Guys, that's how you know it's rough. If you ever see him in PJs on a podcast episode, that's how you know it's rough.
I do have like these PJ shorts though. Maybe I don't know. I walked out today out the house and I'm like, damn. I'm telling my wife, I'm like, damn. I came out the house in straight up black and gray, bro. Like unintentionally, I'm like, I matched every single way. Right now, the audience probably gonna look at it and be like, damn, yo, he really did.
Oh wait, you just threw it on and that's it?
Bro, I just threw it on. I wanted to wear this shirt. I wanted to wear this shirt. I was like, yo, first podcast, you know, got the calls with the little baby, right? I was like, oh, I'm a dad. I wanted to represent that. The shorts, I was just like, oh, great shorts. Then I'm like, what shoes I'm gonna wear? Then I'm like, oh, I'm like, oh, you know, I put them on. We had to go. I get outside and I start looking down. I'm like, oh, I look like 50 Shades of Grey right now. So
it's crazy though too, because I was gonna wear a call shirt too.
No, that would.
I had the white and blue one, but then I was like, what do I have? Then I was like, what do I have? And then the first ones I saw was these. So then I was like, all right, you know. And then I just had the shirt laying there, so I was like, oh, I'm gonna just throw on some essentials right quick, you know. Gotta have the everydays, you know, the essentials, you know, that little fear of God. Yeah, y'all gonna see a lot more outfits because
no swag. I'm pretty sure you one day you're gonna come in with your shades, even though we inside.
Probably, you know, summer's leaving, so I don't know, you know.
I definitely am ready for my hoodies, so.
Facts.
I'll be in here with my hoodies, with the fall, nice little.
Yeah, my sweats, man.
Get that palette right for the fall, you know. That's.
You know
that time. I think we started this at a perfect time. I'm not gonna lie.
Because they're gonna see the transition into the fall fits.
Yeah, then I'm not gonna lie. That's why I wore shorts, because I was like, I'm not gonna be wearing shorts that much more anymore. So
that's true. You know? Yeah, like even in the mornings. Now in the morning, it gets
nippy,
little
bro.
break. Like
I be
today,
running to my car.
Yeah, like today I came out. I was like, all right. I checked the weather. I was like, it's gonna be like 65. I said, all right, cool. I'm still wearing my shorts. Put on a hoodie.
You gotta do the mix, one or the other.
That's exactly what I did. I put on my essentials hoodie. I said, all right, I'm out. But yeah, man, now that's it, fall time. But yeah, man, it's very dope to start doing this because
No,
like I said, it's already. I mean, first episode, and it's becoming easy. You know, like this is just chill vibes. You know.
Yeah. We literally pressed record, and it was just like, all right,
yeah,
let's get to it.
We just started going at it. You know. But it's
first take.
Yeah.
First take. That's
first take. And again, it's because we want everybody to see that it's just. Like, this is just us, like on a day-to-day basis.
Thank you for saying that, because that's something that I didn't want to miss not saying, because like we're doing this, because it helps us, but it's really for the community. Yeah. And that's what we really want. Build a community, build a, like, in the comments, like, oh, bam, 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 bam. Just keep growing, honestly, growing that community, growing a foundation almost where, like, we could spread positive vibes,
Yeah, for
positivity.
Sure. Yeah, and I think it was more for us to do it because, again, we were at that one point where we saw things very negatively, and then we decided, you know what, we're just gonna move forward and like think of it from a different perspective, in a different way, and think about it positively, because that was a big change for me, like going from very negative to then going through situations and then be like, all right, I know that there's always a positive outcome out of something.
Yeah. And once you start stacking those, wins, life just starts turning in ways you didn't even think were possible, man. Honestly, sometimes the biggest success is when you walk right through that storm.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody's gonna go through their issues, and for some people more than others, because some people go through something every day.
Everybody's life is different. That's fact.
But at the same time, one thing that I've learned through this whole process is that what starts and helps you to begin to get out of that situation is all mental. It's your 100%. Mindset. It's how you start. Like, it's how you start your day off, right? So there's a perfect segue for me to get into my morning, right? This morning, I had maybe about 3 hours of sleep.
Okay.
I woke up in the worst mood, bro. The worst mood. I'm talking about I did not want it because I had to wake up early, right? We had this class that we had to go to, so I was like, all right, but it was at 9 a.m. So I woke up and I was like, bro, I'm tired. I just want to keep sleeping. But whatever. I get the text. What time you coming? All right. So I get up. I'm like, fine. I'm already in a bad mood.
No Starbucks? No coffee?
No coffee, nothing. So that made it even worse.
Oh, man.
I love my coffee in the morning. So if I don't get my coffee, there's problems.
Okay.
If they make my coffee bad, there's problems. But those are things that it's a struggle on a day-to-day basis, which is things that, there's always light at the end of the tunnel. So I get here, and then I'm just like, and I'm already in a bad mood, and she's talking to me, and then I'm just like, it's not it. So she goes, she's like, I feel like you're just very negative. She's like, I could feel the negativity.
And when you're in that space, that could feel like you could go left or you could go right.
Yeah. And I kept going left. left. So we get over there. We go to the class, and then I'm just like, I'm falling asleep, bro. The fact that I'm that tired, and the fact that I'm just like, in general, it just made me not want to be there. But I forced myself to go there because I told myself, all right, I'm gonna go to this class to learn, to improve something in my life, instead of, like, I could do it for anything else, right? Like back then when we used to party all day, and then we used to just wake up and then do more things,
Let's do it again.
And not complain about it.
I had a hangover. Nah.
I'm good. Yeah, just give me another Corona, and then I'll be fine.
Yeah, that's a fact. Drink another one, it'll go away.
So
sometimes did. I'm not gonna lie.
It did. I got some stories. But so then I'm just like, bro, I'm like, come on, man. So I'm like, all right, I'm trying to get out this funk, but I can't. I'm too deep into this funk where I'm just like upset. Everything is bothering me. Like, people look at me and I'm bothered, and I'm just like, and everybody's being nice, everybody's saying hi. So we get back
to cut you off, but also we gotta say this: you're always an optimistic, loud, energetic kind of dude in person. So when you're off, it's easy to just be like, oh, my boy's having a day.
Yeah. They're not gonna miss that. And it always starts with my face, bro.
Facts.
Always with my face, and they're just like, hi, and I'm just like, how you doing? I try to crack a smile. But then we get back to the crib, and then I'm just like, we wanted to do something for the dog because it was his birthday. And then
shout out to my boy Charlie.
Charlie, it was birthday yesterday. It's a whole year, man. Golden Retriever. So for those who have one, listen, in the comments, let me know how to you know, how to be able to have patience with them because Lord knows I need it. So we're there, and then I'm just like, bro, still with a bad attitude, man. And I ain't get coffee, I ain't get nothing. Like, we just grabbed some food. I ate leftovers. Then even eating, bro, it got to the point where even eating the leftovers got me upset because it wasn't good. So I'm like, bro, like, and I could feel this just like, and I used to be the type that if I was upset, I'd be upset the whole day. And then I was like, bro, I can't do that. So then she's trying to set up like, all right, we're going to do like a barbecue. We'll order food. I said, all right, let's just order food. Then she starts getting like a little like, and she's like, I don't want to do it no more. Right? So then she starts like kind of getting discouraged.
Not doing the barbecue no more.
Right. Not doing the barbecue
on
no
the
more.
day.
It was supposed to be today. We were supposed to do it today. So she felt a little discouraged, I guess got a little upset or whatever the case was, and was just like, we're not doing anything.
It was that energy.
So it must have been. Because I know she also feeds off of it.
Yeah, facts.
After that, I was like, you know what? I'm going to take some space. I probably just need a nap. So I was like, whatever. So I go to the room. She stayed in the couch. She was watching a movie. And then next thing I know, I just hear silence. I'm like, everybody fell asleep. Cool. So I take a nap. Fell asleep maybe for like, at that time, that's when you had text me. I knocked out. And then, bro, I wake up. And then I'm good again. Like, I'm like, all right, you know, like,
sometimes all we need is a nap,
yeah,
bro.
so she came into the room.
3 hours of sleep, too.
Yeah, bro. So she came into the room, and then I'm just like, you know, we spoke about it. And then I told her, I was like, I feel like we just needed that little space to just, like, regroup.
That time,
And just, like, all right, if it was take a nap or if it's, like, listen to some music, read a book, I don't know. And then we took that little time, and then we kind of just, like, regrouped our thoughts and everything there because there was just so much going on. And then after that, I was just like, damn, like, why didn't I do that before? You know?
If only I would have done this sooner.
Yeah.
My whole day would have been perfect.
Yeah,
barbecuing
like,
right now, a burger don't sound too bad.
Because it was at least half of the day, bro. It was like I was already in that funk, and I'm just like, and then I don't like being like that because I know when I used to be like that, bro, for me it was the whole day. Like, whether you gave me something nice, whether you smiled at me, whatever the case was, bro, I was still upset.
Bro,
like,
and if you're not looking for that positive, you start going into that negative cycle.
Oh, yeah.
And then it's just negative after negative after
it's a
negative.
snowball effect.
And the worst part is, for you to go to positive, sometimes you have to roll that back too. Sometimes you have to undo all of that and then be like, okay, now I can start going that way.
Yeah. So because sometimes you dig yourself in so deep.
Yeah, bro.
And then it's just like, bro. And then I was like, how am I gonna get out of this? So I was like, let me just take a nap. Let me just ease my mind for a little bit. And then I woke up and I was fine. We spoke about it, and we was like, yeah, we both just needed that, you know, like just that reset, you know, because, bro, I'm telling you, man, like if things, and that's the thing. Usually when something bad happens, a lot follows it. But again, it goes back to what, you know, like we talked about. It's all in your mental. Like, you throw that energy off, that is something negative, more negative things are gonna happen. It used to happen to me all the time. So that's why I had to stop thinking that way, and I was just like, all right, I gotta stay positive. And even if I go through something bad, I gotta see what's the positive outcome in it, and then things just get better from there.
No matter how small, bro. It's crazy because I'm pretty sure some of the people out there that are hearing this, they're probably gonna be like, what are they talking about? How do you find the positive in something, right? Like, what do you find, like, you know, a bird just shitted on me. What's positive about that, you know?
It's good luck.
And somebody made that up because they probably couldn't find what was positive. But still, you know, sometimes it's just that, and it's just trying to spiral into that, laughing. Sometimes you just gotta take a little laugh, a little nap, you know? I know with my wife all the time, man. There's times that I need to go in the other room. And I just need to isolate myself and just be like, all right, I'll come back in a few, you know, I'll be all right.
But it's like you said, maybe somebody made that up to make them feel better.
Yeah.
You know, and it all starts mentally, bro, because again, there's so many things that we go through on a day-to-day basis, whether it's from the smallest things to the biggest things. And again, you know, it's like some people do have that positive outlook on whatever may be going on, you know, but some people don't. And for those who don't, just know that there's always a way to just reverse that, you know? Like, sometimes we feel like we're in too deep in our heads and we start to overthink, and that's where things go, like, wrong. They go even worse. because you
Sometimes
start
we're
to
our worst
overthink.
enemy.
Yeah, because you start to overthink so much, you know, and then there's like, oh, like if this went wrong, then all right, what else can go wrong? And then something else bad happens, and then you're just like, all right, great, like, you know, I should have never said that,
Yeah.
you know. But
I used to be such a big overthinker, and I used to feel proud of it, right? That I used to be thinking so much. Then it came to the point that I realized, man, I was my worst critic. I was on top of every little thing, making scenarios that weren't even real, man. Like really digging myself into something that had like wasn't even, maybe it was possible, but I was the one that was making it possible. And that's a good thing when you think about positive things.
yeah,
But if you're in the negative side of those things, about worry, you know, about fear, all of those things, you're just feeding that. The more you feed it, man, the more that dog gonna eat.
yep.
So yeah, man, I definitely hear you on that one for
But
sure.
I feel like it's not. I mean, because again, also got to think, right? Like, there's several things of people that like overthinking isn't bad, right? But to a certain extent, to everything there should be a balance.
Of course.
And when you overthink, and like you said, like in scenarios that are negative, it's like, well, what I'm about to do? Like, it's
that
just
yin
a
and that
snowball.
yang.
Yeah, it's a snowball effect, and you just go down this hill that then you're like, all right, this is gonna happen. What's next? And then something else happens, and it's like, bro, because it's happened to me too. You know, like I think about it, I'm like, bro, like nothing else could go wrong, right? And then something else does go wrong, and then I'm just like, great. You know, and it's one of those things that once you get in a very negative space, like it's tough to get out. It's tough to get out. But like I said, for me, it was just starting to give off a positive energy, you know, like give off like positivity, because when I started thinking positively, it changed like even down to the way that how I acted, bro. Like instead of me getting upset over something little, like, and I'll be very honest with you, I still fall for this sometimes. But when I'm driving, if somebody cuts me off, bro,
I've been in the car with you.
I was ready to get out, bro. I would be ready to get out in the middle of Route 80 and be like, bro, like it's going down right here, bro. But and that used to piss me off to the point where then, like, even something that small, bro, I'd be like, all right, whatever, and then I'd just be pissed the whole ride, back home or wherever I was going.
And then you get home, you're bringing that energy with you.
Yeah, man.
Now the people are looking at you like, yo, why are you so angry? And you're like, don't ask me why I'm so angry.
Yeah,
like,
bro.
You don't know.
And then I start going off about the one guy that he cut me off.
Yeah.
But now
sometimes just talking about it too, though, could help. But sometimes talking about it just makes it worse, man.
Yeah, for
just
sure.
relive that whole moment. That whole energy just comes back with it.
It's not even like, I remember one time we had gone to the mall, and there was this one guy that came out the car just to like block the parking spot that he wanted to take. And I was like, that's all right, cool, that's fine. You don't have to get out the car. I wasn't gonna take it. But he assumed that I was gonna take it because I went around him. So then the guy goes and the other guy stops me like this. And now I'm just like, bruh, what are you doing, man? And then the other one lowers the window. I'm like, bro, I'm just getting past, you know, like I'm just gonna pass by. And he's like, go. And then I'm like, nah, bro, don't give me no attitude. Cause now we gonna have problems. Like, and it was a little situation like that after I found parking, bro, I was still pissed walking around in the mall.
You're like, where he at?
Yeah.
Where he at?
and in my mind, I started to overthink, and I'm like, bro, why didn't I just like punch this guy in the face?
Mind you, they just there now, like, oh yeah, look at you, like this shirt.
Yeah. I got a great parking spot, you know, like, bro. Like I'm like, and yeah, bro, it's things that I'm telling you mentally, bro. Like you have to. Once you start making that change, right? Like it's little things. Like my advice would be to start thinking positively on little things, right? Like even if it's something that goes on at work.
Woke up this morning.
Yeah, you know, like something that small. Like, you know, like a lot of people aren't able to wake up the next day. The simple fact that you go walk, you know what I mean? Like it's things that if the more that you start telling yourself like this is positive,
That appreciation.
you know, it's like it changes your whole, like, you know, your view.
Especially
on
the start to your day.
Yeah.
Because imagine, that's what you just said, right? You woke up tired. You had no coffee. You know, you going along your day and you're already like, oh, you know, today's not a good one. You know? And sometimes it's like you have to fight that, like, yo, I need
But
to
sometimes
snap
you
back.
telling yourself today's not a good one is
That's
already
it.
defeating
Yeah,
you.
yeah. You already said, nope, I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
Ready? It's you versus you, man. It's sometimes we're our worst enemy.
Yeah.
Nobody out there is trying to go against us, but we already coming out there with that. Nah. Nobody is my friend today. Nobody is trying to help me. No, I said self-sabotage. I mean, that's probably gonna be a big topic eventually at some point because
for sure,
that's something that we all go through. We all do subconsciously too. A lot of times it's not even that we're aware of it. We're just going ahead and just going by our day, just doing it and doing it and doing it, and we don't even question it.
It's just and it happens. I mean. Again, like it's not always a bad thing to be, like your own critic. But then sometimes we just criticize ourselves too much.
Yeah.
And that alone, like we bring negativity to ourselves.
Yeah, because
by criticizing ourselves.
Because I mean, good feedback always is gonna help you, right? We gotta be able to be receptive for feedback, because good feedback is always but we gotta be open to receiving it too. And a lot of times when it's us by ourselves with our internal thoughts, depending what mindset, right? But depending what mindset we're in, either we're able to see that light or, we decide to just stay there and just sit there with them.
Yeah, one thing that I do now, and especially when I feel like I'm starting to get upset, I try to, again, have a reset, think positively about something, right? And in this case, like for me to reset is like, all right, thinking about this podcast, right? Because it's something that we're hyped to do or something.
Right.
And then I'll just sit there and I'll pray about it. I'll do a little quick prayer. And then after that, I'm just like, all right, like it's not that bad, right? Like even though I was upset, like things could be worse. So there's no point in letting this small thing get to me to the point where it's just going to ruin the rest of my day. And it's one of those things that a lot of people, again, like when you got to go to work in the morning, or when you got to go, there's always something that's going to happen. Some days are good, some days are bad. But it's all about, like I said, what do you use or what is it that you do to get yourself out of that funk? And for some people, again, some people, I like my music. Like if I'm in a bad mood, I'm driving, I'll put my music on. Again, some music that, it's like positive, like it's gonna get me going, Some other people like to, I don't know, read books or some other people,
I'll tell you one that I do. On my phone, on my background, I make sure that whatever's on my background is something that makes me happy or makes me smile, makes me laugh, whatever it is. I put on the iPhone, you could put Photo Shuffle. If y'all don't know about that, y'all gotta go check that out because that was just click and tap in there through all my pictures. I mean, I told you I had a kid, right? So I go through there just seeing my kid, and ain't no way I'm gonna be upset after seeing my kid. It's just hard. Unless if I'm home and the boy is screaming, you got a dookie diaper. Yeah. Things are a little different then, but still looking at the positive. Once that baby's done changed, he's usually happy. So
it's not about it just looks like you just smile. It's like, all right, I'm not mad at you anymore.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
You got that, bro.
It's like, okay, what was I mad about again?
No, that's true. Yeah, for some, like I said, it's
have kids.
I said have kids.
Nah, man, a lot of people right now probably like
disregard that advice.
All right, don't skip us because of that, all right? Don't skip us because of that.
But nah, they're I mean, for some people, and especially you, because I've been lucky enough to see your progression when it came to your relationship, into your marriage, and now into your kid.
From the rekindling.
Yeah, from the rekindling. And yeah, bro, it's been a journey. It's been a journey for the both of us, but it's just something that it's
COVID.
Yeah.
Pre-COVID, through COVID.
We got stuck in the house during COVID.
Yeah,
we were all together for 2 weeks at that time, right? Because we had to be quarantined.
Yeah, the way we found out was the worst.
Yeah.
We got wings from this spot that we was dying to try out.
Facts.
Dying to try. We like food, right? We like food. So that day we're getting wings, right? We were there because everybody was self-isolating. Yeah. So like, why not hang out where we always hang out? We could drink, we could eat, we could chill, go to work and come back and we're chilling.
Yeah.
Bro, we got those wings.
We couldn't taste them.
I don't know when I was sad with that, man. I wasn't like...
We couldn't taste them.
Good. One of our boys, he wasn't sick. So he was like, yo, these are fire.
Mind you, he went to the army though, so who knows what they put into him. anything.
Yeah,
that dude is
dude's a
immune
fool.
to everything. Yeah.
Yeah, when we took that bite, my boy Rizzo said, "Don't through that way. I don't taste shit."
Yeah, man, that was the worst, man.
Yeah, that was bad. I just went to the couch, laid down. I was like, "Hey, I'm going to sleep. What's the point?
Bro,
What's the
that's
point of
literally
eating?"
What we did the whole time, we slept.
Yeah, because
If we weren't watching movies, we were eating just because we knew our stomachs were hungry, but it was just to fill in the stomach. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
But that was rough, man. I remember that. That was pretty bad.
Yeah, good memories, but
But now we're here.
Yeah.
Now we're here doing this podcast, and
a lot of stuff happened at that house too. So
yeah. Which I mean, we're gonna try to get them on here too.
yeah, a lot of stuff happened
Because they've also been some people that have seen a lot of change in us.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a good thing, you know. But yeah, with them, a lot of stuff. That house.
We had podcast ideas since then. We had the Kitchen Chronicles.
Yeah.
It was tough times.
It was. We used to call it the Fast House.
Yeah. For
Because
those of you, you watch Fast and the Furious, you already know
We're
the
big
Fast
fans.
House.
We're big
Yeah,
fans.
big fans. We're in the automotive stuff.
Yeah.
All that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cars, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Everybody would show up there. I mean, I'm pretty sure people would walk by that house and be like, what do they do and what are they doing in there?
Yep.
Because it would just be loud cars and parkings
All
were
the
taken.
time. Yeah,
Everything was
all the
taken.
time.
Everything was taken. Loud music.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was always. It was a vibe. I'm not gonna lie. It was always a party.
Yeah,
it was a vibe.
no, It's always
But,
it's always been a vibe.
A lot of rough mornings.
Oh yeah, a lot of rough. Yeah, it's always a good time when you hang out and you chill with some Puerto Ricans. I'll tell you that much.
My wife is Puerto Rican.
There you go. My brother-in-law is Puerto Rican, and then my house is Puerto Rican.
They adopted me.
So
Mira.
it's always it was always fun. And yeah, a lot of things we went through ups and downs even in that house too.
Yeah.
But yeah, that house, man, and going through all that. I mean, his wife is Puerto Rican. I'm Salvadorian, Honduran.
Salvadorian, one
so
mother.
we like our pupusas,
Mhm.
which we should probably bring some
Yo.
on one of the episodes.
Yo.
We bring some right
Dang,
now.
y'all wanna see me dogging some pupusas?
With a side of horchata?
Because you know we don't use forks.
Nah.
I don't know if y'all know. I mean, I'm pretty sure we're gonna have a pretty good audience that has eaten pupusas before.
Mhm.
But let me just let y'all know, alright? This is the Salvadorian and me talking now. If y'all eat your pupusas with forks and
Don't talk
knives,
to me.
man,
If I don't see
y'all not
the
doing
grease
it right.
dripping
Y'all
from
not
your
doing it right.
fingers, just go away.
We do suggest proper hygiene, so make sure you wash your hands
Oh,
obviously
absolutely,
before
absolutely.
you dog down some pupusas. But you gotta eat them right, man. You gotta eat them right. It definitely is not the same if you're using a fork. It's
Yeah.
not. You gotta burn your fingers a little bit. Touch that tortilla and be like, oh,
Mhm.
nah, hold on, give it a few seconds. Break it in half, let it air out.
Right now, revuelta, bro, with a side of horchata, nice and
Bro, don't do this. We're about to stop the video right here.
I haven't had one in a minute, man.
That was some baleadas.
Ooh.
I know the Honduran side of you right now is
Ooh.
going crazy.
Listen, whoever's watching, if you guys watch, comment down below where y'all from, nationality-wise, alright?
And what
Nationality-wise.
kind of food y'all would want us to eat? Maybe we might do a segment on that. I don't know.
Listen.
We'll talk and eat.
But there you go.
That's
It's
that's
a daily,
another way to
it's
take
a-
the struggle.
It's another daily struggle.
Another daily
Find out
struggle.
what to eat.
Yo. Sometimes Roger's gotta be like, whatever you want.
Yep.
I'm not a picky eater, so I'm just like, sure.
But then there's days where you do.
Nah,
you're
you
just
know
like,
what you want. And if you don't get what you want, I'm like a pregnant girl.
Yeah,
Just like,
bro. That's like last
nope,
night.
I don't want that.
That's like last night. I was like, what do I want? And I was like, I want rice, beans, chicken. I had a Noche de Colombia. I was like, bro, I got the bandeja paisa.
Nah, you got
Or the chicharrón was so good, bro. They made it so good.
But you gotta eat that right away, though.
That I did. I
Because
did.
if
That
it
wasn't
gets
leftovers.
cold, your
Yeah,
teeth
nah.
are staying.
Mhm.
Trust me, I know.
Listen, man. But yeah, man, this is just a little taste of what it's gonna be
What's
going
to
on
come.
in the podcast.
Mhm.
It's definitely.
And these ideas keep flowing too, man. Like honestly, we're here for y'all more than we are here for us. Like this is us on the regular, honestly. So like we were saying before, we really doing this because we feel that our conversations could touch people, you know? Our conversations could reach people that, you know, in a positive way. Maybe just watching this video, you know, you just laughed. But right now you just was like, what are pupusas?
Yeah, look them up. Look them up. They're gonna look like a simple
He said,
tortilla.
what he said, baleadas? What's baleadas?
Pupusas, P-U-P-U-S-A, all right?
They don't look like what they sound, and they definitely don't taste like
nah.
baleadas.
And it depends, because they got several ones. They got chicharrón.
Make sure you get it right done by the right person, too,
That's
though.
true, though. But there's spots here that are just like, you know what I'm saying?
You know, nowadays you go anywhere and read reviews.
Yeah, but I don't know. Reviews aren't always as, you know.
They probably had a daily struggle that day, you know.
See,
She probably there like.
we all have them. The masa wasn't right that day, you know. That was a daily struggle, you know. Like man. My pupusas are definitely, I'm thinking about it, man. I'm thinking about it.
You really threw me off with that one.
Yeah.
Nah, that's all I'm thinking about.
But yeah, it's definitely good. We're gonna have to add some food here while we have, while we chit chat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, for us, it's pretty much just like our everyday conversation that we have on the phone.
Literally.
You know.
Half the time we there, I look at my phone. I'm like, yo, bro, it's been an hour.
Yeah.
I'm like, you sure we should keep talking? Like I'm at work.
Yeah. And the crazy thing is that, like I said, I'm sure it's more relevant to people out there because again, it's things that we go through every day.
Yeah.
So going through something every day, it's literally, like something to talk about every single day, you know? And, from talking to people, outside, or talking to people at work, like you always notice that there's always somebody going through something, whether it's something small or it's something big, but there's always a daily struggle.
Yeah, always.
But anyways, guys,
I think that's it right there.
Yeah,
With that being said,
that was a nice outro. You know
we
what
in
I'm
the
saying?
basement.
You know what I'm saying?
This is the daily struggle.
The
where we
vibes are
struggle
gonna
daily.
change. You know what I'm saying? The vibes are gonna change. We
gonna get some of our personality in here right now.
you know.
We did what we could just to get this started, because that's the first step. Just get it started, get that ball rolling. But little by little, I'm pretty sure y'all gonna be like, oh, they some cool guys.
You know what I'm saying? If you guys watch it, just hit us up with your flag, so we know where y'all from. And
represent.
You know what I'm saying? And then just comment down below in the basement, because that's where we out here cooking from. So, definitely thank you guys for watching. This is only the intro. More videos to come. Like my boy said, it's a daily struggle. It's just us two struggling daily. And out here from the basement. So we'll catch you guys in the next episode. Thank you guys for watching. And we'll see you in the next video.
Peace.